So tell me, how did you make this book, How to Become Financially Indestructible, pretty famous, and how did you get it to become such a big hit?
That's a great question. The book launched today on Amazon, and it was a 3-year project I started in COVID. Started writing the book in COVID, and then many hours of edits and re-edits and reviews, and a lot of people that reviewed it, and then my editors, we went through many rounds to make sure it was a really helpful book that will help people make them become financially indestructible.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Leointerviews. Today we have Money Michael with us.
What's up, Leo?
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Yes. Let's go ahead and get into it. Tell me not only just a little bit about you, but also your book as well.
Sure, yeah. So I have the fortunate gift of being born to parents that were bank managers. So my parents met in the bank, they fell in love in the bank, got married there, raised a family. We were like middle class, but they came home and taught us about money at the dinner table. So not every day, but we had conversations about, like how stocks work and investing and leverage and interest rates and mortgage rates and cash flow and how to work your bank and savings and all these things about money at the dinner table, It was pretty cool. So I got that education when I was like your age, and we played games about money. We played Monopoly all the time. There were computer games.
Money game.
Massive money game.
It's a game that somehow just never ends. No one can figure out why.
Yeah, but it's just so much fun to play,
Yeah.
And we played other money games too. My dad, we used to, before computers and cell phones and stuff, my dad and I, we used to lay out the newspaper. That's how you'd get the stock information. And we would lay out on the big dining room table with a huge ruler and a huge marker and huge lines tracking the stock price and the stock movement and the amount of profit and loss and stuff like that on the stocks. And we would do this regularly and made a game out of it. And he'd give me a roll of pennies to invest, and this is how much you have to invest and all that stuff back in the day before computers. So I grew up with money as a conversation, but I never thought I'd end up in the career or the business of helping people with money. And it was about 9 years ago I started to think differently about money, and I was in a business where I was work once, get paid once, and I wanted to be in a model where I could work once, get paid many times. And I was a stepdad to 3 stepkids who were just a bit older than you, and they had no money education in school, financial education in school, and I said, you know what? I realized my parents gave me a financial education, I have to pass that on to these kids. And then I realized the rest of the world has the same problem, no financial education. So I got into that business, educating people, advising people on money and finance, and wrote a book about it.
Oh, cool. So yeah, this is your book. We always like to say this in a funny accent. How to become financially indestructible.
How to become financially indestructible. Get into chopper.
Get the JavaScript.
If you're not
now.
financially indestructible, I don't want to talk to you.
Yes, especially if you're not indestructible.
Indestructible.
Just financially.
Bazooka.
And so in case you guys are wondering where the flip we have pretty much been, well, we've been traveling a lot, and right now we are in Toronto, Canada.
Canada. Cold. We got hit with a snowstorm.
Yeah. Description of this place right now? Ice emoji. Because it is, you'll see gust of wind carrying snow. It's, minus something, so it'll be fine. Earlier we lost power, so.
That's right. We did lose power for a bit in the restaurant.
Yeah, that was
minus 10 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, and so if Celsius is cold, well, I'm pretty sure Celsius minus, it's also Fahrenheit.
Yep.
It's a bit weird, but for the people who are watching this that know Celsius and not Fahrenheit, it's like Celsius negative, whatever you want to call it. It's very cold here.
Very cold. I've been looking forward to this interview for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your book right here. How to become financially indestructible. We always like to say it with an accent.
You've got to become indestructible.
Yes.
What's the point of working your whole life
Yes.
for money if you're not going to use it to make you indestructible?
Yes. You're worthless person. You're worthless if you're not financially indestructible. Yeah.
Well, the book is full of my life journey of being, the son of parents who were bank managers who taught me everything about money and finance, and then applying that knowledge and mastering money and being really well off financially at an early age. I had a really good stock portfolio by the time I was 20. I had my first rental property at 22. I had several $100,000 in investments by the time I was like 24. Then when I was 25, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Took all that money, put it into my own business, knew nothing about business, blew all that money, blew all those savings investments because I had no business education and no idea how to succeed in business. And then basically built myself up from there, started another business, lost it all, and then built it back up again. So I'm on this journey right now to
up,
become,
down. Hopefully more up.
Now I'm done with the downs.
Oh, okay.
Did enough of that. One thing that's in the book is I used to pick my nose too as a kid occasionally. It's okay. It's all good. The average billionaire has gone bankrupt twice.
Oh, really?
Did you know that? That means that that means most billionaires have gone bankrupt more than twice, right? And then some have gone bankrupt less, like once or zero, but that's rare. But more have gone more than twice, or at least twice. So failure is part of the process. Failure means feedback. Failure means learning. That's one of the things I had to learn and accept. The book is filled with everything from debt and taxes and investments and insurance and making money and how to make more and make your money work more for you and how to make it last through generations. And the book also has, after my 9 years of research, 5 asset classes that anybody can start to invest in, even kids,
Yay.
to help make themselves financially.
Shout out kids watching this video. If you are below 10 years old, like the video.
Like the video.
Yeah, and if you're above 10 watching this video, subscribe. So then we'll find out who the audience is here. Do we have toddlers or 80-year-olds watching this video? Let's find out.
You might have some 80-year-olds. You know who's an 80-year-old? Is my dad is 87.
Oh.
And he's my biggest fan. He's my biggest critic, but he's also my biggest fan. And he just bought like 12 copies of the book to give out to family
Bro,
members.
he's going to be like, okay, I'm
He's
going to
my
read this
biggest fan.
copy, and then I'm going to read the other 10.
Yeah, he might watch this interview actually right now. Right, Dad?
So,
Hi, Dad.
yeah, if...
I was this age once.
Oh, I'm a little mini Michael. Little mini Michael.
You're better because I wasn't thinking about podcasting or helping people at your age when I was your age. When I was your age, I had like a paper route and was delivering newspapers and saving money that way. I did start working at a young age, and I love to work and earn money, but I never thought about business until later in life. So, yeah, the book has like my journey of success and failure, and then, thank goodness, finally success, keeping and building and maintaining the success, and helping others along the way.
Well, do you have like a website /link where people can find out more about how to become financially indestructible?
You know, it'd be so cool is to have like a bomb explosion like graphic when you do that.
The software we're using, it's kind of hard to do that. Oh no, we should really use a better software. If you guys know any softwares that we can use in order to like actually like put in like sound effects or something, that comment down below because we're stuck on Loom, which is it's decent, but we can't like edit sound effects or cool scenes.
It's okay. What you're doing is great. What you're doing is right. You know, you're asking for help. You're looking for your audience to contribute to you, and you're learning from others. You're asking others, like all the guests that you've interviewed, to learn from them. So learning is important. Mindset is in the book. Money mindset, financial mindset means learning because learning means earning, right? And so I think that what you're doing is great on this show. You asked if I have a website. I have a couple of websites. You can find the book on Amazon. But if you love learning and you want to learn about money, then there's courses on money and how to become financially indestructible on my courses website, which is truefinancialeducation.com. I'm passionate about and obsessed about financial education and helping the younger generations and all generations learn more about money so they can do more, so they can have more and be more and make their dreams come true.
Well, folks, go ahead, grab a shield in your house, and then you can finally learn that you are financially indestructible, like it says
You know what the
in the
best
book cover.
you know what the best investment is, Leo?
What?
Is in yourself.
Yeah, true.
The best investment, it says in the book, is better than any financial product or instrument or stock or crypto coin or whichever, because you will be able to produce the most amount of money for yourself when you learn more about yourself and your gifts and your skills that you can give to the world, your unique talents. When you give that to the world, then you'll get the most money back. So learning what those things are is the best way to make the most amount of money, because that's infinite. Whereas products are limited to a certain amount of interest rates or returns on your investment.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go ahead and get into the actual podcast?
Sure.
All right. So, I think that's the chair. Gosh. Guys, could you please just, guys, sorry for the chair. They're a bit squeaky.
That's okay.
We're currently at a meeting, so
We're in
the
a
chairs.
hotel?
Yeah, we're in a what's it called? Conference room.
Conference room in a hotel.
Yeah. So.
You just attended a 3-day conference
Yeah.
with
So.
some high-level business mastermind people.
Yeah. So as you
That's
can see,
cool.
chairs aren't the best, but we'll do with it. But what is your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it?
That's a great question, Leo. My biggest challenge was, without a doubt, business. I had no successful family members to look up to who were successful in business. There's no like entrepreneurs in my family. The closest one is like my godfather and one of my cousins who are kind of estranged. They live really far away. So being good at business, mastering the world of business, which is developing a product and service and helping people and getting it out into the world, that was my biggest challenge, because that didn't come naturally to me. I had to invest thousands and thousands of dollars and hours into learning how to develop a product, a service, manage a business, a team, outsourcing work, marketing, sales. I had to learn all these things that I had no clue how to do when I started out. So I basically crashed and burned in my first 2 businesses because I didn't know what I was doing. And that was a huge challenge. But thankfully, eventually I overcame it by doing what you're doing, which is associating with successful people, learning from others, getting advice, reading books,
Yes.
getting guidance, taking seminars and courses and things like this to better myself, to learn how to do those things.
Cool. Also, I just love on how you put a shield with like the money symbol.
You like the shield and the money symbol? You want to know what's cool about that is there's a service that I used called 99 Designs, 99designs.com. What they did is they held a contest for me from like 100 different graphic designers all over the world. And I said, with that service, I said, design a book cover for me. Here's the topic, the title, the theme, the premise, and the people who are going to read it, the market. And so they held a contest where they entered like playoffs and then semifinals and then finals and then the champion on what the best cover was. And I shared these covers as they progressed with my clients, with my prospects, with my market, with my audience, with my network, and had them choose the best cover. And they actually chose that cover.
Oh, cool.
How cool is that?
Yeah, guys, again, you should learn how to become financially indestructible.
Indestructible.
Oh, I've been saying it wrong this entire time.
No, it's okay.
Indestructible, guys. The U's and I's. Don't try to be like me. Go to English class, do not fail, and learn how to actually pronounce them. So be a good student.
That's a good point. You want to know why that's a good point? Is because language shapes our world.
Yeah, I feel like I could learn Spanish. Like, why is it so hard?
Spanish?
No.
Oh.
English. Actually,
It's not hard.
read and read. You could just add another E or something.
You're right. Personally, I don't think it's hard. I know maybe for you think it's hard. In reality, I think, it's all what you make it. You have amazing talents and skills and natural abilities that you're good at. For some reason, I was good at English and speaking and communication and stuff like that. Probably because my parents, they were also public speakers. My dad used to do talks in the evenings in different organizations on banking products because he worked at a bank. My mom used to do the same thing because she also worked at a bank, but they both also gave speeches at the church. Like, my parents were very Catholic and Christian. We went to church every Sunday for almost, until I was an adult. And I got to see them do like public speaking at the church, giving the readings for the Mass. So maybe because I absorbed that like a sponge, that made me kind of want to be good at English and stuff like that and speaking. But your parents are entrepreneurs, so you already have a brain where you're thinking about, an audience and serving and giving value in a podcast, which is so cool.
Just trying to stare into their soul. I don't think it's going to do anything. Guys, please don't click off. No, just kidding. But when you are scared, what is something that helps you feel brave again?
That's a great question. What is something I do or I did when I feel scared? I usually call those people that I love. I call those people that love me, and those people that I love, I call my friends, I call my family sometimes. I call the people that have my back, that support me, that want the best for me. I call them and ask them for advice, or I call them and tell them I'm going through a tough time or I'm having a tough day. And there's this great quote one of my good friends, George, said. He said, "A good friend will."
Rivera?
A different George,
Okay.
But your dad George is awesome. This guy's name is George Matias. You could have him on your podcast. Actually, he's a brilliant
If you're watching this,
business
comment right now. Say, I want to be in Leia's podcast.
You want to be on the podcast? Comment you want to be on the podcast.
Yes, and also please comment a software to add sound effects and stuff, because for some reason our software it's for business. It's not YouTube purposes. So please recommend a software that we can use for not only just online but also in person as well. Because it would be really cool to just have whenever I go, wow, just have an actual bomb.
Yeah. Bomb explosion.
So please comment down below.
Can I finish telling you the quote from my friend?
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay. He said, "A good friend will divide your sorrows and multiply your happiness."
Yeah.
And that's what my good friends do.
Well, guys, guess what? You're not gonna believe this. It's the end of the podcast.
Oh no! It's the end of the podcast.
Oh no!
My face is melting.
But I wanted to become financially indestructible.
Dude, best ending to a podcast ever.
Well, we're still
You know
gonna
what's
record.
awesome? Oh man, thank you.
Anyway, well, guys, that's gonna be it for today's episode. But again, as always, there's a plot twist.
There is
It actually twists.
the chair twist. Is that the plot twist?
Maybe. As you guys know, I'm desperate for a click. So what I do, I added the last question to Yes, I'm not revealing my secret. Huh? You guys thought I was sneaky? No, because I have a trick up my sleeve. But if you guys want to know that trick, then subscribe. We're trying to hit, let's try and hit 100 subscribers by almost end of the, let's see if we could hit 100 subscribers within next 5 months. If we do it, I will tell you my secret to advertising.
I think
Whatever.
you can hit that in less than 2 months.
Guys, you heard Money Michael, you heard MM. Subscribe. Anyway, but as you know, in the
Subscribe
intro.
for a cookie.
yeah.
Love you, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Do you like Mr. Beast? I love Mr. Beast.
He's a pretty cool guy.
He's an awesome dude. And he's so smart and creative and brilliant and determined and obsessed and funny and cool.
All these videos start with, today I trapped 10 kids on an island. And the reward for when one of them survives is only to escape my presence.
Yeah, totally.
It's crazy.
He starts his every video like that.
Yeah.
I locked 10 people inside of a cage with rat-infested spiders, and they're going to eat them alive if they don't get out in 48 hours. And the last one who survives wins 10 million kajillion billion rupees.
What?
I love Mr. Beast. He inspires me, man. He inspires me.
Anyway, but
Let's go.
Let's go.
MichaelSantanato.com, TrueFinancialEducation.com.
All right, this
How
is
to
it.
become
Final question.
financially
Let's go.
indestructible.
Final question.
Final question.
All right.
Bring us home.
How did you make your book so well, not financial, but how did you make it, I guess, financial? And also, how did you make it super well? And what's the process that you did?
That's a great question. I think everybody has a lot of knowledge within them, and a lot of people have experience that they haven't drawn on. But everybody deals with money on a regular basis, on a daily basis. And it's a topic that everybody can relate to. It's a topic that everybody should learn about. You know what I mean? The wealthy know so much about money. They have multiple financial advisors, and they're always open to learning. And so I study the wealthy, the 1%, the 0.1%, and they're obsessed with making their money work for them. So in all the documentaries that I've watched and all the books that I've read, the courses that I've been in, and the actual investments that I've made and things that I've applied and tried, I put all that in the book, plus the education my parents gave me. And it's 250 pages.
Ooh.
What's funny is as
Good
soon as
book.
Thank you, man. I hope you give it a 5-star review on Amazon.
Yes. I'm just going to leave. I don't care what's in the book. All I know is that Money Michael is a good guy. 5 stars.
That's dope. That's awesome.
And then next, before you know, she said, I locked Money Michael in a cage with 10,000 rats. He only has 10
Oh my
seconds.
gosh, could you imagine if we did that? Like, lock me in a cage, oh my gosh, for 10 hours or something like that? Like,
And now there's a hidden key. He has exactly 30 seconds to find the key.
you know what? It's a great idea. We should do something like that. We should do something like that.
Yeah,
Solve
we
these
might.
money puzzles. You know what? Because I've been thinking about how I can do a Mr. Beast type thing or a challenge where I can give money to people or donate it to charity and have a challenge be involved and have it be around money. Like, for example, I'm kind of like the undisputed king at the cash flow game. You know the cash flow game? There's a game called Cash Flow. We have to play it. We have to play it. It's like Monopoly. We talked about Monopoly earlier, but it's simpler and easier and better, and like even for kids, and it's kind of like more easy to do. So if somebody can beat me at that game, because I always win, I always beat all my friends. If somebody could beat me at that game, maybe I'll give them like $1,000 or something like that.
Who knows? We might start a channel where we just lock all my friends up in a cage and last one standing wins.
You gotta experiment.
$120.
You gotta experiment.
Yeah,
You gotta
and
experiment.
don't worry, we are totally gonna give to charity. We are totally not gonna be greedy and give it to our friends.
There you go. This was awesome, man.
I'm gonna give it a $100. No, I'm just kidding. Well, that's gonna be it for today's podcast. It was nice meeting you, Michael.
It was great
Money.
meeting you too,
Yes.
Leo. Thank you so much
Yes.
for having me.
Well, until next time, guys, please like and subscribe. Bye.